All right. So listen very carefully because this might be the most important conversation of your life. You don't have a relationship problem. You don't have a communication problem. You have a frequency gap problem. And no matter how much love, patience, or logic you bring into your conversations, if people around you are not operating from the same level of awareness, they will push back. They will resist. They will tell you that you are too much. And if you've ever felt like you're evolving, but the people closest to you are getting more distant, then this is for you. Drop a fire emoji in the comment section if you've ever felt like your growth was making people uncomfortable. If you feel like you're stepping into a new level of clarity, but it's triggering those around you, your words are landing as overwhelming instead of inspiring. You're watching people avoid, distance, or resist when all you're doing is living in alignment. If this is you, then stay with me because this isn't just another mindset talk. This is the moment you reclaim your power without shrinking your truth. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Laura Fiorello Chiaga, and I'm not here to be understood. I'm here to lead. I don't slow down to fit into spaces that I've outgrown. I don't dim my light so others feel comfortable. And I sure as hell don't apologize for standing in truth. But here's the paradox: the deeper you step into alignment, the more resistance you will face. If you're waiting for validation before you fully embody your highest self, you'll never get it. If you're expecting the people in your life to evolve at your pace, you will always feel misunderstood. And if you're being more gentle with your truth, it will actually, like, you'll think that it'll be easier for people to accept, but it won't. And I get it. It's painful when people closest to you start pulling away. Okay, let me just take you inside a personal moment. Not long ago, someone in my life told me, "I feel overwhelmed by you." And at first, my ego wanted to react. That sounds like a personal problem. Why can't you just be happy for me? You're the one choosing to stay stuck. And then my heart felt hurt. My heart felt like, am I doing something wrong? Like, why can't they just see that I'm moving in alignment? Why does my growth feel like a burden to them? And then it hit me. They are not rejecting me. They are rejecting the mirror of what they have not yet integrated. People don't resist your growth, they resist what it reflects back about themselves. And this is where most people self sabotage. And they think, maybe I need to slow down so they don't feel left behind. Maybe I need to soften my language to make this easier for them. Maybe if I stop talking about my growth, they'll feel safe around me again. But shrinking yourself will never be the answer. Drop in the comment section no shrinking, and I want you to do it if you've ever deemed yourself to make someone else feel comfortable. I know I sure as hell have, and it was a big mistake. So here I'm going to break down the 3 reasons why growth triggers resistance. And the moment you shift, you break the unspoken agreements that people had with the version of you that they were comfortable with. Okay, 1, you expose their own stagnation. When you raise your frequency, you force others to either rise or stay behind. And not everyone is ready to face that choice. Now, what do these symptoms look like? Right? They say you're too much or you're changing too fast. They subtly or overtly try to pull you back to who you used to be. They create distance instead of adapting to your evolution. I had a client who started making serious money for the first time. And within months, her family started acting different around her, criticizing her, making passive aggressive comments about changing too much. She wasn't changing, her results were. Okay. 2, your language no longer resonates with them. Okay, the words that excite you, like it could be divine alignment, Christ consciousness, higher purpose, sound like noise to someone who isn't there yet. It's not about the words either, it's about the frequency behind those words. What are these symptoms? What does this look like? Right? They dismiss your insights as too much. They feel irritated by concepts that used to land. They tune out or withdraw instead of engaging. If you've ever started speaking your truth and people say you sound different, they're not wrong. They're absolutely not wrong. You're operating from a new level of consciousness. Now, let's get into number 3. They are subconsciously afraid of losing you. If you outgrow your environment, what does that mean for them? People fear being left behind more than they fear change. Now, what do these symptoms look like? They react emotionally instead of logically. They say they need space but can't explain why. They feel overwhelmed by things that once felt normal. I worked with an entrepreneur whose best friend stopped talking to him after he hit $500,000 a month. Not because of jealousy, but because the success that he was having triggered their own sense of failure. Okay? Now how do you navigate this without shrinking? Or like what do you do? How do you honor your truth without losing your relationships? Step 1, detach from the need to be understood. Step 2, hold the frequency but shift the language. Step 3, lead by embodiment, not explanation. What's one way that you've seen resistance in your life? Comment below and let's dissect it. I'll just drop it in the comments. Now, this is bigger than relationships. The ability to hold your frequency even in resistance, the ability to lead without forcing, the ability to love without needing validation. The question is, Will you let that slow you down? Will you? The choice is yours. What I'm doing is building something bigger than myself. This isn't just about self-awareness. It's about conscious leadership. If you're looking to get in a community of like-minded people that are not going to bring you down and instead rise up together, DM me. Um, we're building something big. We're very excited about it. And once you tap in to your purpose in this world, everything changes. So I'll leave you with that. You guys have a truly exceptional Sunday.